We're set to go at the Aviva. Will it be Edinburgh? Will it be Leinster to face Sale next week and round out the quarterfinals of the Investec Challenge Cup? And Jameson, Gibson Park and Leinster will look to set the tone by getting the basics right from the very beginning. We say it so often, it is so important. And Gibson Park with the clearing kick. And Edinburgh, you feel, Ian Madigan, Edinburgh really just need to start this game well, get some points on the board and sow some form of doubt in the minds of these Leinster players.
Yeah, most certainly. You look at their last 3 games, the biggest area of concern for me has been their defence. They've conceded over 120 points.
Back 10, please.
On average, over 40 points per game. It certainly won't be enough to beat Leinster today.
Josh van der Fleer on to a loose ball. Leinster, of course, 100% in the group stages, 4 from 4, and they look to start with a flourish. Away goes Jimmy O'Brien. Nice little show and go. O'Connor gets to him. Leinster arrive in numbers. Here's Harry Byrne, and now it goes to Sheehan and Tommy O'Brien, and what a start for Leinster. 70 seconds on the clock. They burst into life.
And he's weighing up his options, decides to hold on to it, which is a good decision. And then it's this little fade on the ball rail that I really like from Harry Byrne, just slips outside, gets square with Jamie Lang, and then it was ominous for Edinburgh. He's come back in, his first 2 involvements in this game. Spectacular.
It's a pretty dominant scrum from Leinster. Caelan Doris controls it, looking for a penalty that they've now got. Gibson Park, free play for Leinster. Here's Ioane, they have numbers. Tommy O'Brien is a long way to the line, puts his foot in the gas. O'Brien, what a finish.
This pass here from Rico Ioane, that's much more like it from him. Good catch pass from Harry Byrne. Rico goes on the outside break, and then that's a quality pass running at speed. And Tommy O'Brien, he knows how to dot it down. Quality from him.
Still a lot of work to do from there for Tommy O'Brien, and it wasn't the best effort in the world from Satala, but O'Brien was mid-air by the time he got there. And
not convinced about 1.
Advantage, do they? Referee pulls his arm back. Harry Byrne, Tommy O'Brien, bit of adventure from Leinster, deep inside their own 22, and now Jimmy O'Brien has a little bit of space to work with. Numbers there to protect the ball. Gibson Park, Harry Byrne through the hands again. Joe McCarthy takes a couple, including Schumann, to put him down. Ioane, who's started this one sprightly, but Shield will latch onto the drop ball, and Charlie Shield will get in for Edinburgh. Something from nothing, but needed from Edinburgh, and they're on the board.
No,
and there's a stunned silence around the Aviva.
Porter stepped out around.
Yes, so brilliant on the first phase out, but just there you see maybe a forced pass by Tyke Furlong. Jamie Osborne doesn't quite manage to grab it, but you really feel like in the context of the game, clawing something back at this stage could be massively important for Edinburgh's confidence.
91st cap for Edinburgh this evening, and a try he'll remember, no doubt. Is Ross Thompson. Leinster going after this scrum a little, but Shield gets it away. Thompson around the narrow side, and he's away, and off he goes. Now, has he got the support? Does he need it? No, he doesn't. All the way on his own. Try scored. Ross Thompson. What an effort. Edinburgh, who looked a little punch drunk after 10 minutes.
Charlie Shield does a great job at the bottom of the scrum, and Jameson Gibson Park, usually such a reliable defender, but you see just the change of pace. The shift kick from Ross Thompson makes him plant his feet, and he can't recover. Then he's got the wheels to go outside Hugo Key. That's a brilliant individual try.
This first half, Maul.
Okay, through the 15.
I think they just mirrored them. The order of the day for Leinster. Crabs across field a little, and now they look to break free. Dan Sheehan rolls his way up, and Leinster roll their way over. Jimmy O'Brien.
From Jimmy O'Brien.
Try against.
Right, would have jumped.
Muncaster in for Douglas Bradbury, who's out with an ankle injury. Leinster go after it, but it's still there for Edinburgh. Leinster
backwards,
though, get a
legal.
hand in, scoop it out, and they've turned it over. Edinburgh not minding the ball, but Leinster don't mind it either. And believe it or not, Edinburgh are going to get in for their third try. Second one for Ross Thompson. Defence is going missing. 6 tries at the Aviva in the opening 28 minutes.
Role in the game, a little bit of overplaying. Ross Thompson gambles, and gambles right. You saw Jameson Gibson Park running the trail line on the inside. Charlie Shields got him, so Ross Thompson knows he can push off. But 2 opportunistic tries from Edinburgh. The first for Charlie Shield.
Edinburgh's hooker, but he stems the flow for a moment only. Osborne caught in possession. Thompson part of the tackling party. Ioane, and then Hugo Keenan, and Keenan is in for Leinster's 4th try.
It's quality, just drifting on the pass. So often we've seen Leinster score before and after half-time.
Here's Gibson Park. Harry Byrne, Gibson Park, it's been picked off again. You're not going to believe it, but for the 3rd time in the first half, Leinster have been picked off. Curry in under the posts. It's their 4th try, their 3rd intercept, and this is frankly bonkers.
Bit of something from nothing. I think Curry does a great job. Matt Curry of not committing early to the hard down line. Ends up with a try.
And Thompson adds an additional 2 and will go to the half-time break with Edinburgh trailing by just 2 points. 8 tries in a couple of Edinburgh defenders. See if they can then find something on the outside. Van der Fleer has to carry. He's held up and then somehow gets away and reaches for the line. Josh Van der Fleer emerges from the crowd.
Downward pressure the whole time. No, it's changed now. No try.
John Barkley.
Pretty tight. It is pretty tight. There was a bit of separation onto the pitch. Tops the URC for turnovers. He only played a handful of games, so keep your eyes on him.
And he's straight into the action.
Entry 17. Advantage.
Advantage being played to Edinburgh. It's Richardson who's gone, by the way. Shield, Thompson, a little bit of space for Edinburgh to work in here. Then it finds its way out. Satala makes a yard or 2 and quick ball for Shield.
That is advantage over.
Goes to ground. Advantage over, says the referee. Thompson's going to try and kick past this one. It bounces up kindly for Darcy Graham. He's got pace and the vision. And Darcy Graham has scored a worldie. Absolute cracker from the Scottish winger. Thompson's was great. Graham's is great. And Edinburgh are in dreamland right now.
Park all over him, but that's a brilliant finish.
That is a great try. Knocking at the door, Leinster. So far, Edinburgh have had the answers to keep it closed. Gibson Park, Van der Fleer denied earlier, not this time. Leinster are in, Van der Fleer is in.
Deception. Does that so well, Sheehan, seeking the ground, and he just gets this ball back, and then we just see Doris on the short line, Van der Fleer out the back, gets the angle.
McCarthy. They've got one out wide. That one is Rico Ioane, and Ioane steps and O'Connor falls for it. Gibson Park needs a runner. He's got Thomas Clarkson. He's a barrel from that distance. And now Leinster have a little bit of daylight.
Good handling from Doris and Robbie Henshaw. This is good from Ioane. Quick ruck ball for Leinster. And then this is a great line from Clarkson. He's lots of work to do, keeps his feet pumping.
There in numbers.
Inside, please.
Then they've turned it over. Ryan Baird.
Advantage over.
Looking to kill this one right now. Ricky Ioane, Gibson Park running one of those trail lines. Ioane uses them as the dummy. And Ioane is in the corner. Rico Ioane scores.
Finds himself in the wide channels. Good early pass by Byrne. This is the killer pass right across Young. Things is going Deegan. I think Darcy Graham, if he sees that back.
Use it, please.
And Luke McGrath says on the day of his 250th cap, we've all had enough. 13 tries, hard to believe. Thompson and Curry picked off intercepts to add to the brilliance of Thompson's first half try. Darcy Graham in the second half, another moment of excellence. In the end, Edinburgh gave a great account of themselves, but Leinster just too good. Final score, Leinster 49, Edinburgh 31.